Jason Belmonte, the 4 seed in the West. Yeah, the nonverbals tell the story. Ran the ladder, took care of Jacob Buttriff to win the West and move on to the PBA Players Championship National Show. Bob Stone, Randy Peterson here with you on the pregame show over on FS1. We raised the question, is Belmo back, right? Well, let's see. He won match number 1 by 26 pins, match number 2 by 97, match 3 by 84, and took down the 1 seed by 63 pins. How many times did he miss the pocket?
Once. 1
time.
Yeah.
Belmo is back. Here, the visual proof that we saw throughout the course of this night.
Yeah, I mean, the closest match was against this young man here.
Cortez Schenk in their opening match.
Cortez Schenk, opening match. Belmo takes him down 238 to 212. Cortez he actually had an early lead.
Yeah. Belmo ended up taking over about midway through it, had 7 strikes, had a couple of 3-baggers there as well. So Schenk sent down, and maybe that rust and those nerves out of his system.
Yeah.
And then here comes Wesley Lowe, another youngster, and Wesley didn't do himself any favors, only a 149, but Belmo was
Yeah, I mean, he was never pushed at all. Wesley only had 2 strikes, had a bunch of bad breaks. There's Jason counting the 6-pack he threw in the middle of that game.
He cracked open a couple 6-packs tonight.
Yeah, he did.
So he moves on, the 2 seed, Jake Peters. And again, Jake didn't do himself any favors, but nope. This was the most dominating performance, point total-wise, pin total-wise, at least for Belmo, with the 278.
Yeah, he kind of shut this one out in the 9th frame. Look at that message right through there, and there he is counting again.
Yeah. Counting his money, counting his strikes in a row, right? He had 10 in that match, and then the Western showdown with your 1 seed, Jacob Buttriff.
Belmo got off to a great start, taking advantage of Buttriff's 2 opens early, and just never looked back. This match was closed out in the 9th frame as well.
He was up 44 pins at the end of the 3rd frame.
Yeah.
And just
never looked back.
Just kind of kept on going. So what was, for you, maybe the most impressive part about Belmo's performance tonight?
His execution. The way he executed is, at one point, I think his biggest miss was like a half an inch. Mm-hmm. So his execution was flawless. I was a little, I shouldn't say surprised. I thought he would do well.
I think it's fair to be surprised, right? He didn't win anything last year. First time he didn't get a title since 2016.
Right.
He'd been away from the tour. He admitted all the nerves going on. But he was Belmo.
I thought he would be good. I didn't know he'd be this good.
Was this great?
Yeah.
Yeah. This
it
was
really
great.
was.
All right.
This was a shot-making clinic.
A command performance from Jason Belmonte, and Kimberly Pressler caught up with him after the win.
Thanks, Rob. So, Jacob, let's start with you. It looks like you're going to have to find redemption another day against this guy over here. But let's talk about that match, because you started off a little strong. You had 2 open frames in the first 4 frames, 2 open pins in the first 4 frames. But then you started to strike. What changed for you?
Just wasn't comfortable the first couple of shots. Pulled one and finally got under my own feet, and fortunately got a bad break late in the match. And you know, when Jason's striking, he's pretty hard to beat. So maybe one day I'll get my redemption.
You seemed a little frustrated out there, and I can understand why. So how do you wipe the slate clean and move on from this?
Tomorrow's a new day. Jason's obviously off to go bowl for a major, but you know, tomorrow's a new day. If I was bowling a different tournament tomorrow, I would just wipe this clean and go in fresh tomorrow.
Congratulations on making this far. Jason, congratulations for you for winning. So let's talk about your matches, because you climbed the stepladder here, and you didn't seem to have any issues with this double pattern. Why is that? What was working for you?
Yeah, well, between Jim Callahan and Sean Ryan, we developed a bit of a game plan, and I was really committed to it. When we started to see some of the changes that needed to be made, we made them quickly, and then it was really just up to me to make sure I hit what I was looking at. And I think of the 4 games, I think I missed what I was looking at once and went Brooklyn, and then every other shot, you know, I was pretty happy with.
And what was that game plan?
Yeah, well, for the right lane, we wanted to stay a little further right, keep the ball in play, and just try and, stay clean on that lane until the lanes opened up a little bit. On the left lane, we knew it was going to be a pretty high-scoring lane, so I wanted to strike a lot. And once that ball stopped striking, it was time to get into another one that did. Luckily for me, though, the ball that I thought I was playing safe with just kept striking, so I kept throwing it.
Well, you just took this #1 seed, and now you're moving on to the finals. How's it feel to be back?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I mean, look, when I was at home watching the boys bowl on tour, I hated it. I hated watching them. I wanted to be here so badly. And now that I had an opportunity, I thought, well, hey, you get 4 games on TV as an opportunity. That's a lot of games on TV to come back to. So why don't you try and climb the ladder and just have a little fun? And I did. I'm loving it. I'm feeling great. I'm very happy.
You look like you were having fun out there. Congratulations on this win.
Thank you.
So Saturday night, Belmo will go for his 26th career tour title and his 14th major, and you can see it live on FS1. It is the 2022 PBA Players Championship Finals presented by Snickers, Fa, TJ, Rash, Quintero, and Belmo coming your way Saturday, 8:30 Eastern for the first title and the first major of this PBA season.